Hello everybody. In today's video, we're going to finish painting all the parts, paint the engine, probably get it wired, finish painting the interior, get all the sticks out, hopefully start detailing, and doing some assembly. So if you want to see that and more, make sure you stay tuned. Hello BSC family, and welcome back to my bench. So as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of stuff painted, and saw in the last video some of this stuff, but we still got a bunch of little things that need to be painted. You know, fan, heater, hoses, exhaust manifold, intake manifold. We got an engine here that needs to be painted and wired, you know, things like that. So we're going to get that done. Also need to do the second color on the interior panels. All right, we got a dark brown that's got to go on. And then there's all the tiny little detail painting that needs to be done as well, like little latches and hinges and door locks. Now, one thing I do have to do is I need to, let's see here, we'll get a pointer for you, and we'll zoom you in just a little. So, right here on this, the way I'm doing it is this line right here. All right, goes up to here, and then it comes across. That needs to be gloss black. Now, this will stay green, and this little lip all the way along is also going to stay green. Okay, and that's where the roof comes in. It's going to grab the roof here. I'm trying not to touch the black. You know, I don't want fingerprints all over it. But see, it blends in with the roof. Okay, so I need that stripe to be black, and it also blends in with the cowl. All right, now the cowl is going to sit basically like this. All right, so that little rib there needs to be black. Okay, then on top of that, the sides are here. All right, the sides are like this. Man, these pearls really play with color. Some ways it looks like it's the wrong color, and other ways it's bang on. But trust me, it is bang on. But anyways, so yeah, that cowl will be up on top, and then we'll have the black hood on top of here as well. All right, trust me, it looks really sharp. So I'm going to get this stuff all off the sticks. As you can see here, we've got the frame underneath. Maybe you can't see yet. There we go. So we got the frame all painted up. Now I got to do some detail painting on this. I got to finish putting the frame together, but I can't do that until the engine is in. So there's that there. And then, like I said, there's all kinds of little parts, and then we can start doing some assembly. And this thing's going to look pretty damn cool, I think. So before I get all of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And thanks to everybody that is subscribed. It means a lot to me. But if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, hey, please hit that subscribe button. And for the ones that are subscribed and the ones that aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that bell button and make sure that all notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on any videos. Also, give me a follow on my Instagram and my Facebook group. Links for them are down in the description. And if you want to help out the channel, there's two ways you can do it now. I have a PayPal me link down there in the description, and I also have my merch store. Go check out the merch store. Any money that comes to this channel goes back to this channel so that I can try and improve everything so I can give you guys the best content that I can. Don't forget to leave your comments and thoughts down below. So with all that, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to get rid of the sticks that I don't need, and we're going to go from there. So I'll see you in a few. Hello everybody, I'm back. So, as you can see, I've actually started assembling some of this stuff. I've got the engine painted, I've got the engine wired, and the don't remember if I said it before, but this engine is an inline 6-cylinder, and it has 12 spark plugs. So, zoom in for you. As you can see, I've got all the spark plugs. I had to find a distributor, so I put that on, right? And a coil. So I got the coil wire going up and around. I got all the wires going to all 6 spark plugs with a 90-degree boot on them. Hard to see. You can see them there. So I also made this wire tube here that all the wires go through. Now on the other side, same thing. And I've looked at the engine in real life, like pictures of the real engine, and this is where they're located and how they're located. And then you have the magneto down here that comes up to the other 6 spark plugs. So that's that. Now I got to finish painting detail. Like I got to do the bolts on the top of the valve cover here and the Rolls-Royce emblem. Same thing with on the rear end. There's a Rolls-Royce emblem here as well. So I'm going to paint that up. But the rear axle is in, drive shaft is in. But something I have come across here. Now there's only one place for this engine to sit. As you can see down in here, there are pins, okay? Both sides of the engine are pinned. You can't move them anywhere, right? They're part of the molding on the block, so you can't move them. Then, all these cross braces, okay? You see how they're pinned in? And they can only go in one way because one side is round, the other side is notched, okay? So you can't mess it up. You can't put them somewhere else. And they're all slightly different sizes and everything else. Well, you see this piece right here? Okay, yeah. This one's pinned in, that one's pinned in, they're glued together, you know, with a bit of an angle, and that's the way they go. But I've actually got this drive shaft wedged in here. Like it's actually rubbing against this and pulling the top of the transmission down. Okay, so just be aware of that when you build this. I'm assuming what they did is they located the transmission output shaft where the drive shaft goes in. They've got that located in the wrong spot. It should be down just a bit because it gives you clearance. Okay, so everything is in. That's as far as it's going to go. There's not much I can do about it, you know, unless I start modifying all kinds of stuff, which I'm not about to do. I've got it basically spring loaded. So anyways, there's that. I've got the front springs painted, front axle put on, rear springs painted, and the rear axle in. So I'm going to start building from there. Do a few touch-up paints, like I said. But everything else is painted. I've got the wheels all put together. I don't remember if I shown you that in the last clip or not, but yeah, so I've got all the wheels put together, you know, and they look good. They fit good. Not a problem. Okay. So I've got center caps that I got to put on and things like that. So that's all ready. I've got things like the fuel tank painted in brass and streaked. I got a little bit more detail painting to do on that, and then the parts to hold that in. We'll go right in there. Actually, I think it goes this way. It's like this. There's then a bracket that actually goes in these 2 holes here and comes down to it, and then the filler neck, which is painted. Here's the filler neck, so that'll come up through there, you know, through the side. Radiator is painted, you know, antique brass again. Exhaust manifold is started. I got to do a little bit of rusting on it, not a big deal. I've got the intake manifold all painted up, and of course the fuel delivery system with that. So all of this will just easily pop into here, like so. There's one, right? The other one slide into there. So Easy peasy. Then I'll do the exhaust underneath. That'll be good to go. Other than that, everything else is painted. Don't remember if I showed you, but here's the door panels with the two-tone brown. All right, so we'll put all the chrome door handles and window cranks and stuff on there. Seats are two-toned as well. All right. Now I'll use some brown panel liner and hit up the cracks and crevices. May try to wear in the leather just a little bit. Maybe I'll brown wash everything. Just kind of give it all those little waves, because you can see in here. Come on, focus. You can see the texture in there. All right. So yeah, there's texture. Not so much texture here, but I mean, we got the pleats and things like that. So we'll try and get all that done up properly. Then there's the back seat. Same thing. And this here just sits real nice. Looks really good. Sitting right there. Again, with the front seat there, all you got to do up these little rubber boots here and the pedal arms. So that looks good. And of course, well, put this on here. Yes. Sits in there real nice, and that'll get glued down into those little slots there, and of course a couple other spots, but that's how that's looking. All right. And again, if I take the wheels, like that, things aren't staying where they're supposed to. Like that. You can kind of see how that's going to look. And if I want to go one step further, we take this, put that on there temporarily, and then we take this piece here, and you can kind of see how that's going to start looking. Right now, I still have to do the black around this trim here, like I said earlier. So we're going to get all that done, and I'm going to put some more together, and I'll come back and show you where I'm at, and probably close out the video at that point. So while you're waiting, hit that subscribe button. Go follow me on my Instagram and my Facebook group. Check out my merch store while you're waiting. And I'll be right back. I'll see you in a second. Okay, everybody, here we are. So I got a whole bunch more done. And we're going to close out the video for you. So I've got the wheels on. I've got all the suspension in, glued in. The frame is glued in. Right. Now I've also glued in the seats, glued in the firewall, painted some of that. I've got the steering glued in, the engine's all wired up. All right, fuel tank is in, fuel filler is in. So that's where that's sitting at right now. Now I'm going to do up the dash and the shifters. I got dash on first before I can do the steering wheel. Touch up a few little things of paint, but I've also started working on the interior and body. As you can see, I've got the windows in. These ones are down, they're just low. Hard to see, but they are sticking up just a bit. I've got the black line on. Cowl is just taped on for the moment. I got some panel line in some of the doors. I got to do the back piece yet. I got some chrome on some of the hinges. All right. Now I got to put all the door handles and stuff in on the inside. The glass is done in the front windshield area and in the roof. That one's put in. So now you can really see how this is going to look once it's all together. Right? See how that black line blends into everything now and everything like that. So yeah, in the next video, we're going to probably finish this car up. We'll put all the chrome on. We've got all the chrome on the outside to do. All the lights, all that stuff. There's a lot to go on. Did do a questionnaire on my Facebook group about the engine side covers. These things here, should they be on, should they be off? And it looks like everybody seems to want them on. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, because normally they would get glued on like this, right? And then you'd probably leave the hood loose. But I'm thinking with the way they're tapered and the way it goes on the grill, what I might do is cut these little tabs off on the end here and glue the hood to it. All right, because the hood's got these little tabs as well. So if I were to glue that on, and the way everything's tapered, I'd be able to take the hood on and off, no problem. All right, but you would still have the sides on. So I think that's what's going to happen. I still got to paint up the exhaust, finished painting the steering wheel, and yeah, I got a whole bunch of chrome left to do, and of course all the clear lenses for them. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like what's going on here. And if you don't want to miss out on anything, hit that bell button. Make sure that all notifications are turned on. And to see the sneak peeks, you got to be following me on my Instagram and my Facebook group, because I post pictures back and forth on them. And if you want to help out the channel, you can either go down to my PayPal link down there, or you can go check out my spring store and pick up yourself a shirt or cup or something like that. Please leave all your comments and thoughts down below. And no matter what you're building, make sure you build it your way. And until next time, later.